Hello, it's Peter Ryce from the Adobe Connect team with another tip on how you can better use breakout rooms in Adobe Connect. In this tip, what I want to do is share with you how you can prepare your room in advance. So I've got a meeting room and I've got some breakout rooms created. And if I go and visit those breakout rooms, I can drop myself in without putting my students in there, and I can start the breakouts to see what they look like. So in this case, I can see that the students will come in, they'll see these slides, they will see a whiteboard, a chat area, and some notes. If I want to, I can pre-populate these before the students come into this. I can do this in advance of the meeting. I don't have to have anybody else in the meeting room except for myself. So I can come in here and I can put some instructions perhaps that I want them to see. Please don't use the text tool in the whiteboard. And that's because I want them to draw their responses. Um, so in this case, I want to have that instruction. Maybe I want to make it nice and large. They're going to see it. Maybe I want to make it bright red so that I know that they'll spot it. So I've now got some instructions. Maybe I want to start them off with something fun, so I could go in and perhaps draw something that will put a smile on their face when they get into the meeting room. And so again, whatever I do here is only affecting this particular breakout. So if I now come up here and get a black smiley face, I think, and I want to make that larger. Okay. So when they join this, they will see this information. However, the slides will start off on slide one. If I don't want them to see slide one when they join the meeting room, if I come in advance, I can actually advance this to the next page so that when they join this meeting room, they'll see this. I can even leave them a chat message. So I've now created a breakout that has a little bit of preparation and it's a little different from the other one. So if I now go out, and in this case, I'm going to end the breakout session because I'm the host and I can do that. And now I'm going to perhaps put myself into the, again, in the breakout view, I want to put myself into the second room, breakout two. I can start the breakouts again. And again, I'm the only one who's joining these breakouts. My students aren't seeing that. They're seeing a message saying the breakouts have started, but they're not actually seeing me do this. So if I were to come in here and put a different set of instructions, I could say only use the pen tool in the whiteboard. I may have reasons for whatever instructions I'm giving them, but again, I can come in here very easily, do some preparation in advance of the session, and allow my students to come in and see a different set of instructions depending on which breakout they are put into. So again, I'm going to come up and I'm going to end the breakout. So now what I've done is I've created two separate breakouts, um, and I've populated or prepared them in advance. So in this case, I may want to put Tony into breakout two, and I'm going to put Kelly into breakout one. And I'm going to visit both of them. So I'll start off in breakout one. So when I start the breakouts, I'm going to switch over and see what Kelly is seeing. So Kelly is seeing this. So she has breakout room one. She can send a message to the hosts, but she is here in this breakout. And you can see that's Kelly who has typed the message. Whereas Tony was in a different breakout. And so Tony got a different experience. So in Tony's breakout, he's on a different slide, and I can see that. I can see that he's on the first slide, whereas I had advanced Kelly's room, breakout one, to the second slide. He doesn't have any drawing, and he has different instructions. So in this case, I've created two different experiences in two different breakouts ahead of the actual breakout session itself, so that when I dropped either of those students into the room, they got a different experience. Now, in either of these, the students can go through and they will have an independent navigation through these slides. I'll show you a trick in a second on how to fix that in my next tutorial. I hope that helps.